This person tried to change. He changed cities, changed his perfume, changed his routine, but deep down everything he does still carries your name. He convinces himself that he is moving forward, but every corner, every song, on the radio, every smell brings back memories he can't erase. While you sleep, this person is awake, thinking about you. He pretends he doesn't feel anything, but he knows that. Every one of these changes was a desperate attempt to get rid of you. He looked at your photos tonight, at 2 a.m. Didn't send a message, just looked. And you feel it, don't you? That gut feeling screaming. That he hasn't forgotten you. That he's still attached to you, even though he has changed everything around him. He said he needed time. The truth is, what this person needs is courage. Courage to face his own feelings. He distracts himself with new people, new stories, but deep down, it's clear that none of them compare to you. The shallow conversations don't fill the void you left. And you've realized this. The feeling that he's trying to replace you but never succeeds is real. You felt it when he looked at your social media, when he liked a photo of yours silently, when he hesitated to send you a message, because he knows the hard truth. He is afraid to be honest with you, afraid to open his heart and expose himself to a vulnerability he never wanted to face. And you're not imagining this, it's all very clear. Meanwhile, you continue with your life, trying to understand why his silence still bothers you so. You find yourself wanting an answer, confirmation that there is still something between you. He wants to keep you close, but refuses to take the step he so desires. This person is drowning in doubts while you struggle to move forward. The brutal truth is that he loves you, but he can't express it. He hides behind a wall, built with the fears and insecurities he never had the courage to face. He has tried to forget you, but with each new experience, each new adventure, loneliness retracts the memory of who he truly wishes was with him. You and you. Are you still waiting for a sign? A gesture? A word? Confirmation that it was all just a phase and he still feels the same? The answer is that he feels, but he doesn't move. He doesn't dare to break the silence he created himself. And that is the reality between you two. He is a prisoner of his decisions. He wants to free himself, but pride and the fear of appearing like a fool keep him trapped. This person cannot perceive that life passes by and the opportunities are slipping through his fingers. And you know this because deep down, you also feel that time waits for no one, and that the chance for a new beginning seems increasingly distant. Meanwhile, the cycle turns. He wakes up, tries to forget, but at any moment, he is called by your name in his mind. The echo of your presence is stronger than any new life he may have built. He tries to force a smile, tries to force new connections, but when night comes, the thought of you returns to haunt him. He has already imagined you back in his life. The same person who fled from his truths now daydreams about the possibility of a reunion, but he doesn't have the courage to take the first step. What was meant to be a new beginning ends up being just an echo of the past, and you already knew that. This person who is on your mind now tried to move on. He changed cities, changed his scent, even chose new paths. But at every corner, he encounters memories of you. While you sleep, this person is awake, thinking about how everything still revolves around you, even without wanting it to. He said to as if he needed a new beginning, but deep down he is just lost in a cycle of memories. This person feels immense confusion. He said he needed space, but that was just a mask to hide the insecurity he carries. He is trying to forget you, but the memories stubbornly appear. Every time he looks at the horizon, he sees the reflection of the two of you there. And you know this because you felt the intensity of each moment you shared. You noticed when he looked at you with those eyes full of something he couldn't define. Was it fear? Was it desire? Was it everything at once? This person surrenders to new illusions, associates with other faces but never truly connects. He says he's fine, but the truth is that in the silence of the night, loneliness echoes your name. He tries to occupy his time, go out with friends, drink, but when everything ends and the dust settles, you appear in his mind like a persistent thorn. He has imagined you two together again, believes in turnarounds, but the courage to step away from fear is what he really lacks. He gets stuck in thoughts, tormented by what could be. The conversation that you had is etched in his mind, the truths he never knew how to process. He may have said it wasn't the right time, but deep down he always knew it was you he wanted. Meanwhile, You're there living your life, but often finding yourself thinking about this person, wondering if he still cares, if he still feels that tightness in his chest when he remembers you. And the answer is yes. He may have tried to move on, but the reality is that you still occupy an enormous space in his life. You're not imagining things. You're real in his head every moment. The brutal truth is that this person is fighting against himself. He feels the pressure of not being enough. Every misstep he takes drives you further away. Of the truth, he wants you back. But pride and fear of rejection keep him trapped. He knows he lost you but doesn't know how to go back. And meanwhile, you, living your life, wonder if you should take the first step. You keep waiting for messages that might never come. The anxiety is real and you feel paralyzed, like you're waiting for a sign that might never come. This person knows he was wrong, that he lost something precious. But still, he opts to stay silent, even as his heart screams. He keeps looking at the past, wishing he had the courage to open up. Time passes and the truth is, the chance for reconciliation fades with each passing day. He said he needed space. He lied. What he really needs is courage. Courage to look into his own eyes and face himself. He knows the connection you had was intense, rare. He feels suffocated by the vulnerability you brought to the surface. Meanwhile, he tries to disguise it, pretends everything is fine, but knows that every smile he shows is a mask. You know this because you witnessed it all. You felt it when he looked at you in a way no one else did. You're not imagining it. On the sleepless nights when he can't sleep, he picks up his phone, revisits your photos, and stays there, stuck in a loop of memories. He's living in a dilemma. He said it was over, but his heart doesn't accept this narrative. He compares everyone else to you, and no one comes close. All this change, this attempt to start over, is a sham. Deep down, he knows you are still the only one who truly matters. So, what does he feel? A void, a longing that he attempts to fill with superficial things. He has automated himself, goes out with other people, gets involved. But when night falls and silence sets in, all he can do is, thinking is about you. He remembers moments that got lost in the lines of what you lived. And he is afraid that the memory will fade, and he won't be able to bring you back anymore. Meanwhile, you remain standing, waiting for a sign that never comes. That hope that he might come and finally show up. But he's stuck in a vicious cycle, he knows that. He made mistakes, left you without answers, but shame silences him. He reasons that a sorry will never repair the damage and convinces himself that continuing life without you is the best solution. You feel this, don't you? With every message not sent, with every photo he doesn't like, with every mutual friend who avoids mentioning your name, to not open old wounds. He is there, paralyzed by a fear that prevents him from looking for you, from opening up and admitting that he missed you. The brutal truth is that he disappointed himself by giving up on something so special. He wished things were different and, at the same time, wished he could pretend that nothing happened. His life turned into a cycle of superficial attempts while the essence of you two still echoes everywhere. And you? You question if this is real or if it's just your imagination. You watch his life, his routine, wondering if it's time to move the pieces on this board. But he is paralyzed, consumed by his own anxiety, clicking on your photos without the courage to reach out. And deep down, he knows that time is a treacherous enemy. Each day that goes by feels like a wasted effort. And you too feel this, don't you? The world around seems quieter and emptier, as if everything has lost its color since he left. In the end, both know that this dance of drifting apart and remembering will lead nowhere. He misses you, but pride and insecurity keep him trapped. The truth is that while he tries move on, you keep waiting for something that will probably never happen. This person is trying to change. He moved to a new city, changed his perfume, even chose another path in life. But deep down, he knows that everything he does still has your name hidden between the lines. While you sleep, this person is reminiscing moments, reliving conversations that were meaningful, trying to find a way to leave you behind, and failing miserably. He said he was ready to move on, but he lied. What he really feels is the loss of what you had. In the new place, he tries to fit in but realizes that nothing is the same. The music playing, the smell of the air, even the new faces remind him of you. He frequents places you used to go, hoping that something will change, but the only thing that changes is your absence. And you know this because you have seen the way he gets lost in thoughts. You felt it when he tried to joke about you to mask what he feels. It's cruel, but you're not imagining it. This person hides a void that only you could fill. Here is the brutal truth. He misses you more than he is willing to admit, and it consumes him. When he lies down at night, what he truly fears is not loneliness, but the memory of the two of you together. He may be with new people, but they don't have your way of looking, of laughing, and that terrifies him. He lives a contradiction. He tells everyone he's fine, but he knows he's not. Meanwhile, you continue your life. With every message you don't receive, with every silence that stretches on, the pain is palpable. You wonder if he feels this too, if he thinks of you too, if he also remembers. And he does. He knows he left everything unresolved. He knows you deserve more. He recognizes the confusion he created and the lack of answers he gave you, but the courage to come back and fix what was broken seems like too heavy a burden. He has already found himself telling friends about you, but the words don't come out. The fear of judgment and rejection are his constant companions. He imposes a prison on himself, and although he feels that the key is in the palm of his hand, he can't open the door. Therein lies the reality that many ignore. You were special, and that is frightening. And meantime, you are there, living your life, but always with the hope that he will have a change of heart. Understand that this hope is a burden you carry. And you know that while you continue your routine, he is paralyzed in this cycle of self-pity, looking at his past through a screen, with every social media notification making his heart race. The truth is, even with a new beginning, the past never really disappears. This person has his eyes fixed on memories he can't let go of. He throws himself into new experiences, but deep down everything he does is an echo of what you both had. The plans he wanted to make, the conversations that never happened, everything is still there, buried somewhere. Deep down, he knows it's time to face the truth. This restart is just a facade, a way to cope with the pain of having let you go. It goes nowhere if he doesn't have the courage to face his own heart. You feel that, don't you? You miss the hugs never given, the laughter that echoed endlessly. In the end, the truth remains. He even thinks that you are the only one who makes sense. You already knew that, didn't you? This person left town, changed addresses, fragrance, and even style, but the truth is that nothing, absolutely nothing, can erase what you both lived. He is in a new routine, surrounded by new faces, but constantly finds himself recalling moments that should be forgotten. Memories don't fade away. They stick to him like a stubborn sticker. While you sleep, this person continues to struggle with their own feelings. He tries to convince himself that he's fine, that he's moved on, but the reality is quite different. He feels an emptiness that no new experience or unknown face can fill. He said he wanted a fresh start, but the truth is he longs for the past, the deep conversations, and the laughter that only you provided. You know this because at some point, you already felt the connection that existed between you. You noticed when he tried to replace you, but deep down you understood that no one could really come close. The way he looked at you, with an intensity that seemed to pull him to your essence, was unique. You're not imagining it, it's real. What he feels for you didn't disappear that easily. This person wants to appear indifferent, but he is lost in his own thoughts. While he distracts himself with new phases, he realizes that the new partner's eyes do not shine the same way as yours. He lies to himself when he says he's happy, because the reality is that he misses who you are. What he truly felt for you is still pulsing through his veins. Meanwhile, you continue living your life, trying not to think about him. You go to parties, have fun, meet new people, but there's always that part of you that wonders what he would be doing now. You feel that, deep down, he is still thinking about you. And the feeling that the past still weighs is palpable. He pretends he is moving on, but the truth is not a day goes by without thinking about you. After all, he once imagined being with you, sharing everyday moments that now seem so distant. And who is he trying to fool? He is not fooling himself about what he feels. He compares all the new interactions with the complicity you had, and none of them compare. He hides this truth behind a smile, but when night falls and he lies down alone, everything comes to the surface. The silence transforms into cries of longing that torment his nights. The messages he wrote, but never sent, echo in his head. "Hi, how are you?" weighs like an anchor in his mind. He knows that it's not enough to come back with empty words. And you? You keep waiting for a gesture from him, a sign that never comes. You look at social media and like magic he appears there. But the connection you once had is no longer the same. You already knew that he is afraid of losing you forever. The truth is that this fear prevents him from acting. He is paralyzed by a pride that destroys him inside. He feels that you were special, but he doesn't know how to deal with it now. He watches helplessly as his life moves on in front of him, realizing that time is passing and that every second could be a missed opportunity. You feel this too, don't you? This latent frustration. But at the same time, he can't take a step, and in the midst of all this, the brutal truth is that he loves you, and you already knew that.